Death for us is the end of our path in the world we know. We generally think that ending the journey that we call life is the end and that we will go to a place where our soul will be for all eternity. But life after death is something that has been interpreted in different ways. According to Judeo-Christian writings, after we die our soul will be judged, and we will be sent to one of two places, heaven and hell. The actions we have taken will be what determines which of these two worlds we will go to and stay there for the rest of eternity. When in the ancient Mayan civilization, death was another step in what they called the cycle of life. Mexico is well known not only for its natural beauty but also for its cultural beauty. Celebrations, traditions, and festivals are celebrated every year. The most important examples are the Cry of Independence, the Mexican Revolution, and Day of the Dead.
Day of the Dead is a celebration where, once a year, we remember our deceased relatives by making altars, where we place the deceased's favorite food and drink, a photo, and some belongings of the deceased. They are left on the night of October 31 to November 1, which is when the souls of the dead return to our world and enjoy the altar that is given to them. The tradition changes depending on the state where you are, and in Yucatan, this celebration is better known as Hanal, which means food of the animals. This tradition was carried out by the Mayans, who built three-level altars to represent the three worlds of the universe. The lower level that symbolizes the Xibalbá, the Mayan underworld. The second level that represents the Ka'ab, the earth. And the third level represents the Kahan, the heaven. The altar is decorated with a photo of the deceased, food and drink served in jicaras, that are pip or mokpipollo and pan de muerto, medical flowers and tablecloths of different colors depending on whether they are for children or adults. For the Mayans, remembering their ancestors was important since their belief in life and death was closely related to how the universe and themselves were formed.
Before the universe exists Unabku, god of the creation, exists entirely, an invisible being who was part of everything that exists. This god created the cosmos, and together the cosmos created the Seva, the tree that reached the heavens, the earth, and the underworld. When creating the Seva, he created day and night, and finally created man using the earth. That is why nature was so important for the Mayas, that at the time of death they returned to the interior of this same. It is here when the 4-year journey of the Mayans in Xibalbá began. Xibalbá, the Mayan underworld, is a world where each person reflects on their life and passes different tests during their journey to reach the place where their souls will rest. So it was common for the graves of the Mayans to be adorned with food and water to support the deceased on their journey. It was believed that cenotes were doors to the Xibalbá, so they were very cared for by the Mayans. The Mayan underworld is made up of 6 houses.
The first house is the dark house, a dark area full of darkness. The second house, the cold house, is a place where strong winds blow, and it is easy to get lost. The third house is the house of the jaguars, where pumas and jaguars look for people in order to eat them. The fourth house is the house of bats, dark and dimly lit caves where bats fly and scream. The fifth house is the house of knives, a corridor full of blades and sharp rocks everywhere. Finally, the sixth house is the house of heat, a place full of fire, where the temperature can burn those who don't find the exit quickly. When finished with the 4-year journey, the Mayans meet Apuch, King of Xibalba, who recognizes the end of their journey and takes them to the place where they will rest with their family, awaiting the time to return to the physical world and be able to eat their favorite dishes and drinks and visit their descendants.